And now it's a wrap here at Davos at the World Economic Forum, where we got you big voices from industry, from government, and really India has stood out as a bright spotlight where the world is watching. Well, the team that's put together this, and we do it every year, let me take you through the Invest India team, the agency that brings everybody together under one platform, and they're here to tell us really and wrap us for us on how this Davos was.
Hi, I'm VardaTaneja, and we are all of us over here representing Team Invest India at the World Economic Forum Annual Meeting 2023. In celebration of India's 75 years of independence and our G20 presidency, this time India has taken over Davos. We have put together a grand show to showcase India at the global stage. India is the buzzword on the entire promenade. You can't walk a few steps without noticing India. We are the fastest growing large economy, the land of opportunities, and that's what is visible and that's what's being spoken about by everybody who's been coming over here at the India Business Lounge. This time, we've actually had a very extended presence with 2 more lounges, which were focused on inclusivity and sustainability, which we will talk about as well. But these lounges, coupled with the strength of the Indian businesses and the business lounges here as well, we have literally taken over this place and portrayed India not just as an economic power, but also as a soft power. And Ravneet, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the Sustainability Lounge.
Thanks, Varda. I'm Ravneet. This year, India put up a Sustainability Lounge, the first time ever. We covered 5 different elements: energy, sustainable infrastructure, sustainable mobility, circular economy, and natural resource management. What was interesting is that we put together the message through interactive displays, through physical installations, and curated a series of fireside chats as well as closed-door discussions. I think the message on the promenade this year has been clear: come make in India for a greener future. And I think on that note, I'm going to pass on to Preet to talk about the Inclusivity Lounge.
Thanks, Ravneet. I'm Dr. Preet. We've tried to showcase something that traditionally has not had a voice on this platform of Davos. The Inclusivity Lounge includes products produced by or for traditionally marginalized sections of the society. It could be tribals, self-help groups, or the specially abled. What was really encouraging to see was the sort of institutional interest that we had in taking forward one district, one product, district as export hubs, and GI products. And the range of people who are interested ranges from content creators for leading content websites to some of the biggest sports clubs in the world. And all this has a major component of equality, on which I invite Astha.
Hi, thank you, Dr. Preet. I'm AsthaTyagi. You know, the theme at this year's World Economic Forum was cooperation in a fragmented world. On the back of that, gender equality was one of the main aspects that we were focusing on by achieving focus and by making sure that the agenda was to focus on the women paradigm across the globe. Under that, sustainability, inclusivity, as my colleague spoke about, and equitable empowerment is the agenda of the government of India. India at Davos showcased novel policy interventions which fuel further growth of the economy and contribute to the massive growth that the country is witnessing because of making sure that gender equality is the cornerstone of this massive growth. Perhaps Raja can also talk about how technology is contributing to this paradigm.
Hi, I'm RajaSinghKhurana. Before we come to that, I want to talk about startups, which is also one of the flavors of the seasons at Davos. If you look at India, we are the second largest startup ecosystem, 107 unicorns, and there's a lot that we have to talk about when we shape the global agenda on startups, and that is what we have been doing. There have been over 3 economic roundtables with startups. The India contingent had a substantial portion coming from these startups. Talking about startups, we can't leave innovation, and we have covered that aspect as well. The Swiss economy has been rated as one of the most innovative ones, and there is a potential that is required to be captured. And that is the reason we have captured this synergy through joint economic dialogue between India and Switzerland, where I invite my colleague Neelashi to talk about.
Thank you, Raja. Being in Switzerland, we completely took advantage of the fact that we were amid a lot of Swiss counterparts. We had a panel discussion which was dedicated to combining Swiss precision technologies with India's frugal innovations and seeing how we can upscale and upskill both sides. At the same time, we also launched the India-Switzerland Startup Bridge. It is the 16th startup bridge that we have launched under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and we look towards forming more innovative partnerships from both sides going forward. I hand over now to my colleague Anagh to talk about technology and innovation, which was a great cornerstone of our policy today.
Thank you, Neelashi. I'm Anagh. As far as the technology landscape is concerned, there has been a paradigm shift from IT and software-enabled services, which India was technically a backbone for the globe, and also the back house. Now, our technology paradigm has shifted into the future of technology, whether it's artificial intelligence, quantum computing, blockchain, 6G, 5G, and talk about it and you name it and you have it. As far as our tech intervention and policy is concerned, I believe and I firmly believe that the next decade, India is going to be a powerhouse of technology adoption. And that's what the world here has recognized. If you look at the promenade, as Varda said initially, this promenade is Little India. But this Little India is powered and fueled by tech powerhouses, whether it's the Tata Consulting Group, the Infosys, the Wipros, so on and so forth. All of them are talking about sustainability and technology at the cross-section and answering global problems via tech. Now I'll invite my colleague Prerna to just summarize everything what the Invest India team has done here and what has been the flavor of this season here at Davos.
Thank you so much, Anagh. Well, if I talk about the global situation, there's a lot of talk about negativity, there's a lot of talk about recession. In all of that, there is one shining star, and that is India. If I talk about the representation that we had at Davos, all central ministers who were here talk about all large initiatives, the large themes that we've represented in all our lounges, be it inclusivity, sustainability, health, digitization. As the India delegation, we've held more than 200 meetings, we've held roundtables, panel discussions, and to be quite honest, after all these investment discussions, it was pretty evident to us that World Economic Forum 2023 was more like India at Davos. Thank you so much.
All right, so that's the team India, the Invest India team that we talked about, the rockstar team who put it all together for us. Every year, we really have seen it grow from strength to strength. So this is the wrap-up on Zee Business here from the team and from us. Thank you very much.